Lightforce, a nice game on the Spectrum that I wanted to try out, and I'm going to select the Kempston joystick. Thanks to Matt for pointing this out to me. I'm actually making a series of videos. I started that a while ago on the Spectrum, and see what kind of great shmups are there. So let's select the Kempston joystick interface. Joystick, Kempston. So here we have a vertical space shooter that has excellent graphics, and it actually manages to kind of circumvent color clash by just using big character-based graphics that just whoops. And these little buggers get me all the time. I just want to shoot everything that comes in my path, and for some reason I keep hitting these balls, these orbs. As you can see, it has very nice attack patterns. But it's tough because you don't always see the opponent's bullets that well. And of course, someone is messaging me on Facebook, but yeah. So it's not always as clear which opponents you can actually shoot down and which you can't, but because they seem to be very similar. And what is also very nice to note is actually that the explosions are multicolored. But yeah, let's try it again, because I mean, it's all about the diagonals, this game. A lot of shooters are, so you're much better off playing this with the joystick than with the keys. And I never was such a good player with the keys. And from what I remember, and I'm not playing this very well, there's power-ups in this game as well, but I seem to die before I can show you any anything that's substantial about this game. But yeah, that's just me. I'm also known to play games rather badly, like this. And it does suffer a little from slowdown. Yeah, one cannot destroy these fast moving orbs. And these you can, but they look like the same bitmap. So that's a bit. They only have a white color, but whoops! And I die in the same way as before. In a way, this is actually the graphics kind of remind me of the graphics of R-Type. Whoa! Yeah. Well, if you want to take a look at a video of someone who's really able to play this well, you better not watch my video. This is out for the Amstrad CPC as well as the Commodore 64. And it's always very interesting to see what the game looks like on those systems. I'm betting the Amstrad version is pretty much similar to this one. And the Commodore 64 version I remember well. That actually has a very low resolution, so you have a very little time to respond to all sorts of baddies. But well, as you can see, I don't seem to pick up anything. Okay. Now I have to remain in the middle of the stream. Oh gosh. Well, that's game over, isn't it? Okay, that's me. playing the great game of Lightforce. You haven't seen anything yet, but yeah, go check out YouTube for some, well, you know, I'm gonna just try to play it again to see whether or not I'm able to just fail a little less obvious. Okay, so this seems to be going a bit better than before. Okay, let's avoid the baddies. Spectrum, the sound isn't the best. Okay, and now I have to stay in the center of the screen. Yep, to avoid getting. So there is a bit of a learning curve, and as you can see, you have to remember the attack patterns, because if you are in the wrong place at the wrong time, you end up getting your ass kicked. So if you're not familiar with this game, be prepared to have many restarts. But this actually looks amazing. It really does. I mean, the Spectrum has a slightly smaller dot point when it comes to high resolution as the Commodore 64. So games like this, monochromatic or very fancy, multicolor, with a very nice avoidance of color clash, makes for an excellent game. I mean, this just is amazing. Perhaps I should just be stationary. Oh, no. Gosh, it's quite intense. Whoops. Ah! Ah! Holy crap. Well, okay, that's it. I'm not going to show you a single thing anymore from this game, but it's a nice game, and if you want to go grab it, go grab it. It's great.